Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Clippers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
This season has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Guys, they're only making about 71%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Releases. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
On the court for Cleveland. Marion is out there with Jones. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard. Thompson is screen on Paul. Dellavedova kicks to Smith.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one. Well, J.R. Smith, a guy who can take your breath away with his talent one moment and then exasperate you the next. Unbelievable talent, but he can be erratic offensively, especially with his shot selection.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, as we all know, LeBron James is now back in Cleveland, but he thinks his time in Miami will serve him well. As he said, Miami for me has been like college for other kids. I became a better player and a better man. I learned from a franchise that had been where I wanted to go. Kevin?
He knows what it takes to win it all, Doris. Now he's trying to do it back home in Ohio. Thanks. Griffin's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Paul passes to Jordan. Rivers dishes to Jordan. Rivers can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Jones with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Back to Jones. The drive by Smith. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And up on your screen now are the most dependable free throw shooters from the point guard position since the All-Star break. Second, Chris Paul. Kyrie Irving third.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, that is typically where we find a lot of the top foul shooters in the league, quite honestly. But that doesn't mean we should take these guys for granted now. I mean, they put in an enormous amount of work to get to that level.
Rivers kicks to Barnes. Lets it go with a 3.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Oh,
Look out below. Wow.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
The drive by James, and he gets it to go. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He is yet to miss a shot.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time. Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Paul goes in.
You know, it's interesting. Chris Paul possessing great quickness, and yet his natural inclination is not to push the pace. He tends to prefer to operate in the half court, running the pick and roll.
We talk about Paul's preference to play in the half court. Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan Clark tend to flourish in the open floor.
And to me, Kevin, it's really about finding that balance, the right balance. But a good sign for the Clippers has been Blake's development as a half-court offensive weapon. Shooting it better, facing the basket, he's shooting it better with his back to the basket, and he's making his free throws at a higher rate, so that lends itself to being a little more effective in the half-court.
Good observation. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. You know, he's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
1:43 left in the first half. Paul passes to Turkoglu. Offensive rebound. Griffin dishes to Turkoglu. Second chance shot. Griffin kicks to Redick. Fires for three. Turkoglu passes to Griffin. In low to Davis. They shoot again. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And talk about the physical transformation for Kevin Love. Leaner, quicker, and stronger.
Yeah, credit yoga and Pilates. He's trying to be the very best he can be, and he's putting in the work to do that, so it actually helped him more at the defensive end.
On the run, but he made the adjustment. Redick's got his second basket of the night.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
The drive by LeBron. And he banks in the layup. James has got 16.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Paul kicks to Davis with the shot. Griffin trying to get open. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Davis. For Cleveland, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving drives in, kicks it out to Love. Mozgov dishes to Shumpert. Mozgov passes to Irving. Love with the screen on Paul. Irving. And release. And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers lead by 11. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. I mean, his passing was the key to their offense in that first half. Not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
CP3 at point with Redick there, the backcourt. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes in the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Doc Rivers certainly hasn't minced words since joining the Clippers. He's held each player accountable and defined roles. He told DeAndre Jordan he wouldn't run any plays for him, that he just wanted him to focus on defense. Jordan said, Doc knows how to reach people. There are egos on every team, and he knows how to control all of that. It's honesty. Refreshing, gentlemen.
Champion with the Celtics. He's one of the best coaches in the league. Thanks, Doris. 5 on the clock. Here's Paul. Paul missing again.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Assist from Kevin Love.
Well, you know, Chris Paul has such an intelligence for the game. High IQ, and he's extremely competitive. He looks for every advantage he can get, whether it's 2-for-1s or looking to sell a call to the officials. He always appears to be driven to find that edge.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love, an incredible rebounder. It seems, Steve, he's brought that same desire and tenacity to his overall development as a player.
Yeah, his commitment to his conditioning has been big. His development with his three-point shooting, constantly working on his game, and he's become one of the big stars in this league by putting in the time and effort.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Chris Paul.
When you talk about that internal drive and desire for Kevin Love, you see it from his physique to his skills, and most of all, in his video game numbers, which are even more eye-popping than his real numbers.
Good point, Clark. Very, very good point. Mozgov kicks to LeBron. The good-looking shot from the wing. James has got 4 points now in the quarter. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And now a chance, Kevin, to see how the last month has fared for the Clippers. Second in assists, third in shooting percentage, and they also show up as a top 5 three-point shooting team. I mean, that's tall cotton there. Elite level marksmanship from behind the arc.
Yeah, and Clark, let's go back to the assists for a second. I mean, this is what makes this team good, I think, right now. They're sharing the ball. They're getting great ball movement and spacing, and they've become so efficient offensively that they've become a nightmare to guard.
Here's Shumpert. The wide open look for Love. Off target with his three. Clippers trailed by 15. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. LeBron James third.
And this set of guys can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. And that damage isn't just limited to one part of the court.
Yeah, you kicked that one right between the uprights, Steve. As small forwards, they're called on to cover a lot of distance at the defensive end. A lot of ground they need to cover. Those steals have come from everywhere.
The Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Rivers dishes to Barnes. There's the pass to Redick. Jordan the screen. Pass to Griffin. And stolen by Love. Here's Irving. And he jams it with authority.
Assist from
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you
Watch out now. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively. Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot. Matt Barnes, really a good glue guy. He rebounds, defends. He's gotten better with his outside shot, and he can really run the lane. And he's always had a toughness and a fearlessness that I think a lot of coaches love.
Love kicks to James. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. James has got 24.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And you look at advanced plus-minus measurements. Matt Barnes rates very well.
Not surprised by that, Kevin. He brings so much energy at both ends of the floor. He does a lot of those little intangible things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
James with it. Guarded now by Barnes. They get it back. The kick out to Irving. Here's Mozgov. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. Hedo Turkoglu's checked in for Matt Barnes. And it's Paul in for Rivers.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep. Well deserved. I mean, they have worked